Whether you're a casual cyclist, avid rider, or even hitting the pro circuit, a regular yoga practice will help with performance and recovery. This practice was designed specifically for you. This sequence is intended to open up the areas of the body that will be most sore and tight from our cycling. To begin, find a child's pose. Begin to connect with your own breath. And then just allow your hands to come out in front. And find your way into a downward facing dog. Start by pedaling out your feet, back and forth. And then begin to walk your way up to your hands. Here, you can bend your knees, allow your chest to come down to your thighs, and grab hold of your elbows. Begin to breathe into your hamstrings. And over time, you might begin to lengthen your legs. But be kind to your hamstrings. Interlace your fingers behind your back and allow your arms to flow overhead, opening up the shoulders. Release your hands. Bend your knees and reach your arms overhead. Drop down into a chair. Hold here, and as you're holding, draw energy up your front body. Draw your belly in and up, and the shoulders will release down your back. Soften your face and around your eyes. And then forward fold. Draw length to your spine. Step your left foot back. Draw your right knee forward. Extend out through your left heel as the right knee is drawing forward. Feel the stretch in both directions. Step your right foot back into a three-legged dog. Lift your right leg high and open up. Stay strong throughout your shoulders as you open. Allow for your right foot to step between your hands. You can shorten your stance here and step your left foot up to draw the heel down to the floor. At first, start with a bent right knee, and then over time you might lengthen your right leg, depending upon how open you are in your hamstring. Take your time with it, have patience with your own body, and breathe. Step your left foot up to meet your right, and forward fold. Bend your knees again, reach your arms back overhead. Drop back down into your chair. Again, find engagement through your core and soften the muscles in your back. On your next exhale, forward fold. On the inhale, draw length to your spine. This time, step your right foot back. Draw energy out through your right heel. Allow your left knee to draw forward, and you're in a lunge. Continue to lengthen through your spine as you hold. Breathe easily, breathe naturally. Step into your three-legged dog. Lift your left leg high and open up. Allow your left foot to slowly step between your hands. Again, you can shorten your stance to step the right heel up and draw it down to the floor. Start with a bent left knee, and then over time, you can start to lengthen your left leg as you fold. With your next inhale, step your right foot up to meet your left, and forward fold once more. Bend the knees, reach the arms back overhead. This time take a twist. Allow your left elbow to cross over top of your right knee. This will release your spine, especially after a long ride. You can lengthen your arms if you'd like. Feel a release with your exhales. Come back through center and take the twist to the other side. The right elbow can cross. You can release your right hand if you'd like and lift your left arm towards the sky. With every exhale, a deeper release. Come back to center. Allow your feet to separate, hips distance apart. Bend your knees into your chest and begin a forward fold. It's important to keep the chest down towards the thighs instead of rounding your back in your fold. You can have deep bend in your knees to make this happen. This will help protect your lower back. And then allow the feet to separate mat's distance and drop into malasana, a squat. The hands will come to heart center. The toes can come out towards the side. Breathe into your inner hips. Keep length through your spine. Allow your hands to release. And step back into a tabletop. Arch your back. And then release. Arching your back again with your exhale. Inhale, release. Again. Exhale, arching. Inhale, releasing. Then sit back to your heels. The toes are tucked under, and you begin to feel stretch underneath your feet. Lift your right arm high. Allow the left arm to come around your back and either grab clothing or perhaps grab your fingertips. Switch sides. Left arm lifts, right arm comes underneath, and you're reaching for clothing or your fingers. Allow for a release. Plant your hands, the toes are under, and you're into a downward facing dog. Keep your back long and strong, and the heels over time may come towards the floor, but it's not necessary that your heels touch the floor. Step your right foot through to your hands, drop your left hand down to the floor, and just lift your right arm towards the sky. A twist. The right knee tracks forward, and you keep long through the right side body. Then spin your left heel down, come all the way up into a warrior two. Lengthen through your arms, drop down into your right knee. Allow your shoulders to soften down your back. The belly is engaged, your core active. Reverse it, flip your right hand, the left hand comes back. Find a side stretch through your right side body as you maintain the bend in your right knee. Drop your right hand down to your right ankle as you lengthen your right leg for a triangle pose, or release your hand all the way down to the ground. The left arm will stay lifted for your triangle. Work your way through center. The toes can come in as the heels draw out, and you can slowly walk your hands back between your ankles as you drop your head closer towards the floor. It's not necessary that the head touch the floor. If you're feeling tight in your hamstrings, just stay up on your fingertips. Come back up, drawing length to the spine. Spin back over the right leg. And drop your left knee down to the floor. Place your hands on top of your right knee. Feel a deep release on your left hip. And arch in your back with energy drawing up your front body. The breath is long. The hands can plant, and you can step back to your downward facing dog. Then step the left foot forward. Drop the right hand, lift the left arm towards the sky, and you'll find your way into your twist. Hold here as you maintain the length through the left side of your body. Drawing energy out through your right heel. And then spin all the way up into your warrior two. Level out your arms, engage your core, and breathe. Reverse it, flip your left hand, the right hand comes back. Preserve the length through the left side body. Feel a side stretch. Triangle pose, lengthen your left leg. Draw the left hand forward, drop it down to your ankle, a block or the floor. Keep lifted with the right arm. Work your way to the long edge of your mat again with the toes in, the heels out. You can drop your left hand down to the floor and reach your right arm for the sky. Switch sides. Right hand drops, left arm reaches. Release. Spin back over your left leg. Drop your right knee down. Place your hands on top of your left knee and start to sink into your lunge. Now try to draw energy from your lower towards your mid and upper back, so you don't feel it in your lower back. We're trying to stay out of the lower back. Allow for your hands to plant and step back to your down dog. Then drop your elbows to the ground. You can bend your knees to make this happen. Stay strong through your shoulders and hold here for a few breaths. Be sure not to collapse in your shoulders. Keep a little rounding in your upper back so you're not collapsing. Then lengthen your arms. Step your right foot through to your hands. Release your left knee down to the floor. Stay high here, a long spine, and the tail drops under. Actively engaging, you'll feel it on your left side. Hold and breathe. Then sink down into your right hip. Reach around, grab hold of your left foot, and try to draw it in for a quad stretch. If you need to, use a strap here to make this happen. And then you can rotate back around. The deep opening of your quad. Release. And begin to lengthen through your right leg. Stay long and tall, or hinge at your hip for a forward fold in a half split. As you're folding, you can bend the knee to relieve the hamstring, and you're sending energy out through the ball of your right foot. You can curl your back toes under, and just plant your hands and hop to the other side. Again, stay long and tall here, and the tail is dropping under, and we're actively engaging. You'll feel it on your right side this time. And then drop down into your left hip. See if you can reach around and grab hold of your right foot with your right hand. If you need to, use a strap. Draw your heel in towards you and a deep stretch in your quad. Continue to lift through your heart and chest so you're not collapsing. Release. Lengthen your left leg. Send energy through the ball of your left foot. Hinge at your left hip. You can stay long here if it's a lot on your hamstring, or you might hinge to fold forward. You can always have a bend in the left knee if it's too much to fold directly forward. And breathe. Step your left foot back. Come into a tabletop position and sweep your right arm underneath your left to take a twist. This will help relieve the spine, especially after being in the saddle for a long time. It's important to focus in on the breath and to have mindful breath here. The breath on the mat will help the breath off the mat as well. You can switch sides. Left arm can come under. Stay here. Press your hands together, or you can sweep your arm around your back and grab hold of your thigh. Come out of it. Plant your hands. Keep your hips where they are and walk the hands forward to drop your forehead or your chest down to the ground. Getting into the upper back, opening up the front chest. Take your time coming out of it, slowly coming all the way back up. You can cross your ankles, roll all the way down to your back. We'll come into a bridge posture. You can slide your heels in towards your bum. Keep the knees facing forward and begin to lift your hips. You can interlace your fingers underneath to walk the shoulders closer towards each other. Keep your balanced breath here. Even inhale and an even exhale. Release down. Draw the knees together, the feet a little wider than the hips, and begin to press the knees together. You may feel a release in your sacrum. Come back up. And again, you can interlace the fingers underneath if you'd like. Lower back down. We'll do this one final time. With the feet planted, you can lift your hips. Continue to lift, the knees drawing towards each other. And lower down. Hug your knees now into your chest. Feel the release in your lower back. Add a twist. Drop the knees left. Shift your gaze right. Come back to center. Switch sides. Drop the knees to the right and shift your gaze to the left. Back and place your feet as if you were going to come into your bridge. Cross your right ankle above your left knee. Thread your hands through the space you've created and grab hold of your left leg. Breathe deeply into your outer right hip. Release back down and switch sides. The left ankle crosses and you can grab hold of the right leg as you draw it in. Release. Hug both knees in and rock and roll all the way up to a seat. From the seat, you can allow your heels to slide in towards your bum. Drawing length to your spine. Stay here as you open your inner hips. If you're comfortable folding, hinge at your hips and begin to fold over your feet. You might even release your head down towards the floor. After 5 breaths here, take a moment for yourself. And just a pause out of your day to relax. Keep riding. Stay strong.